90, Wolf.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
Come
That's
on,
the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 21 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their run.
Ready,
game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
like they saw something on tape,
Set
or
up.
they just have
10
a sense
Lobo.
with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
60 Pittsburgh.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move
Ready.
defensively,
18
got
Gator.
to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. 20. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Set.
From the 13
70.
now, they work
Indy.
on 1st and 10.
Set up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career.
Here we
Do you believe
go.
in momentum, my man?
10
I do, and I think
Tucson.
we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a...
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100
Here we go.
yards.
30.
Going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so
Here we go.
when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do it.
That that time, the right guard sending him backwards.
Here we go, here we
And
go.
so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations.
Yo.
You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, go.
On 2nd and 15 now, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
11 back on that one, it leads to third down.
Here you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tight right, tight right. Ready, hunt.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact.
Ready. Ready, ready.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
Let's go now.
And he's
60
capitalizing.
outlaw.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Clear.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Down.
And an extra
18
defensive back
Gator.
out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Right.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
There you go.
The
Right here.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Yep.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Up go. Up go.
They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run.
Ready, break.
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all,
Let's
do
go.
you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After one, 7-0
On the set.
on EA Sports. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens. This is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament. And certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go. Third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd
Here we go.
They pick up in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got and he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
From
the red zone now, Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Set, go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to for
set.
big yardage.
90,
the blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision, good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking
at
each other
60
and maybe
yards.
starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Desmond King making the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to
ready.
account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Set, go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to
Set.
feel good. It's not
18
all
Gator.
the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I
Play
think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Got it.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last
Let's
catch,
go.
good for 8 yards. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the
Here we
line.
go.
They're not messing around.
70,
They'll wind
Indy.
up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has
Let's
been
go.
a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets
30.
it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball unless the quarterback knows he's open.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice
There
steady
you go.
game.
Right here.
The Titans on
30.
3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking
Go,
at 3rd
go.
and a few inches. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle,
Set.
I don't know if they can wait
40.
till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done
Hey,
series
hey,
to
hey.
series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys
Ready,
out,
hot.
bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw. Leaf River. Leaf River.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty
Down.
good about it.
60
Only people
outlaw.
celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set, go.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Remind you that coming up at
18
halftime,
Gator.
we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Now.
From the 17, Minshew. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And he's going to keep it here.
Hey,
Give him a couple on the scramble.
Cheetah!
Now the Jags are moving quickly in a hurry up. Steps away. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. In that portion of the field, that close to the sideline, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Lady!
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17.
Let's go! 50, plant! Get it!
Here's Minshew. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area. Trying to discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Only a couple there, and so he'll be brought down about the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense?
Come on, set! 30 base! Sit up!
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are set setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the